Welcome, music fans, to another album quest. This is where we really dig into music, trying to figure out what makes certain albums just legendary. We're looking at this great concept from Greenstrokes today called Album Quest, the search for the best album of all time. It's kind of like a World Cup, but for albums. He took his massive music collection, right? Split albums into random groups of 4, listened back to back, ranked them, and the top 2 went through. It's a pretty intense way to compare music, I think.
Oh, absolutely. And what's great about this whole album quest idea isn't just the ranking, it's the focus it demands. You really have to listen closely. And today we're zoning in on one specific round, episode 79. Greenstrokes called it 80's Masterclasses Show the Way. Intriguing title.
Yeah, it really sets the stage. And the contenders in this group were, let's see, EMF's Schupert Dip, Talk's Color of Spring, Transatlantic with SMPT, and Chris Rea is Dancing with Strangers. That's quite a mix, isn't it?
Definitely spans a few styles there.
So thinking about this kind of head-to-head, what do you, listening in, think makes an album really stand out when you put it directly against others like this?
Well, in this particular quest, 2 albums pretty much immediately jumped out ahead of the others. That was Talk's Color of Spring and Chris Rea's Dancing with Strangers. They were clearly the frontrunner.
Right, and it wasn't just that they were good. Greenstrokes really described them as examples of how albums should be made. Masterclasses, like the title says, pointing to the quality compositions, the intricate work. These were described as fully realized albums with really high musical standards all the way through.
The complete works, essentially.
Exactly. Not just a few good songs, but a whole artistic statement. Especially for the 80s. They had this depth that maybe wasn't always the focus then.
Okay, so with those 2 setting such a high standard, what about the others? EMF's Schupert Dip came in 3rd, apparently.
Yeah, 3rd place. Greenstrokes felt it has its moments, which sounds about right for EMF, catchy, energetic.
But just not quite up to the same level as the Talk and Chris Rea albums. It didn't have that same consistent quality or depth across the whole record. More fun than profound, maybe.
Gotcha. So enjoyable, but maybe not a masterclass.
Right. It highlights how that track-to-track consistency really matters in this kind of comparison.
And then rounding things out, we had Transatlantic's SMPT. That's the one with the title from the band members' initials.
That's the one, strangely titled debut,
Yeah.
And the verdict there was interesting. Definitely excellent musicianship was noted. I mean, these are prog rock guys. They can seriously play. But the criticism was that it got a bit overblown and pompous in places, and maybe slightly long.
The classic prog pitfall sometimes. Ambition over editing?
Sort of, yeah. That technical skill is amazing, but if the songs meander a bit too much, it can affect the album's overall impact,
I had to jump in, though, because even with that critique, we all need some light from that album. I still really love that track. It's got something special.
And that's a great point. An album doesn't have to win the whole quest to have brilliant moments or tracks that really connect with you. Absolutely. But when Greenstrokes put it all together for the final ranking of Group 79, those critiques did influence the order. So number 1 was Talk, Color of Spring. Number 2, Chris Rea, Dancing with Stranger.
They're 2 masterclasses.
Right. Then 3rd was EMF's Schupert Dip. And 4th, Transatlantic's SMPT. It really shows how much value was placed on that overall craftsmanship, that musical cohesion in this search for the quote-unquote best album.
So I guess the big takeaway here, from this particular quest anyway, is that while, amazing playing or killer single track are great, what really separates the truly exceptional albums is that sustained quality, that feeling that the whole thing fits together perfectly.